like ever?
Yeah, and how'd you get through it?
My mom passing away from breast cancer.
Heroin addiction. I got 5 months clean and sober right now, and just doing recovery thing and 12 steps. I have a sponsor, and just staying away from the things I know I shouldn't be doing.
Sorry.
It's okay. You want me to stop?
No, it's okay. Just learning to accept it, talk about it. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been 14 years now. It's still, you know, but just learning to remember her and think about her, but remembering what she wanted for me and trying to live that. I was always a very just conservative, you know, straight edge, and my mom was very you know, she just didn't care what people thought. She didn't feel like she had to live within, you know, certain expectations. She's just a free spirit. That's the word I'm looking for. Whereas I was very by the book, and so I try to live more free spirited.
Well, this is kind of personal, but I've always been kind of different. So there have been times when I was in a group and they wouldn't let me in, and I just got through it being myself. I never went with them. I never left something of myself just to be another person.
For me personally, my mind has been my biggest obstacle, and I'm not through it, but I get through it every day by just conditioning it.
Divorce, yeah, with 3 kids, having to support them all on my own.
Still going through it. I would say not reaching my fullest potential with life and where I feel I should be at.
When I was in 6th grade, I got hit by a car, had to be life-flighted to the hospital, and that was definitely scary, and just the recovery process of that, you know, broken bones, scars, just rehab, stuff like that. That was probably the most traumatic, biggest obstacle I've had.
Coming out to my parents, and I wrote it on a yellow sticky pad and put it on the fridge door.
Not being tall enough and high heels.
The biggest obstacle that I had to get through was getting sober about 8 years ago. And I think what helped me get through it the most was the support of family and friends. I don't think I could have done it alone.
Ah, shit, that's a good question. It's when my best friend died in high school in a plane crash, and the way I got through it was to continuously live on his dream that he wished he could have had.
Self-doubt has been my biggest obstacle, and you have to believe in yourself and never confuse confidence with cockiness. They're not the same.
I would say my biggest obstacle would be going through a domestic violence situation where I got put in the hospital. It was really, really bad. So how did I get through it? Family, my son, you know, just knowing that I have to get through it some kind of ways.
Really just trying to get established and just stay well-rounded with everything that's going on. It's a constant obstacle. It really is. Just trying to stay sane out here.
So for the last years I've been trying to find out what I want to do with my life. That's a really big obstacle, and I did a really big trip to find out, and after 7 months I don't have any answer. So I hope I will find it.
Faith. My wife helped me get through it. Just seeing how she goes about everything, being very optimistic, and me more realistic. It just helped me open my mind to believe that the greater will come through no matter what you're going through in life.
Romantic relationships.
How'd you get through it?
Haven't.
Figuring out what I'm missing and solving it. I'm in the process of fixing it. It's an ongoing thing. People don't like races to like, you know what I mean, different kind of races just because you're different. And I'm Mexican American or like Latin American, really. And motherfuckers fuck with me. Even though I don't speak Spanish, they still fuck with me. So it's kind of funny.
I had depression for a few years, but coming here, starting new, I joined this wilderness guiding program at UCSG, and that has helped me a lot.
I think my biggest obstacle was letting loose a little bit, not being so tough on myself all the time. And I got over it by just meeting really cool people who like succeed in life while still enjoying life.
Probably being comfortable with the person that I am, and then being comfortable to share that with others.
When I had to leave South Africa in 1999, finding a job over in the United States was probably my biggest obstacle.
My mom had an aneurysm when I was 17, and that's my sister in the back. And we had to take care of her, and it was really hard because I'm the oldest sister, so I had to take responsibility financially. I had to take responsibility also with like the household things while she was recuperating. But she's fine, and we're good.
Trying to figure out what I wanted to do in life and what career goals I wanted to achieve, and how I did that was by interning and kind of figuring out what route I wanted to go in.
Probably just balancing happiness and what I want to do for the rest of my life.
I think my biggest obstacle is I've been dealing with a lot of injuries like in football right now and other sports, and I've just been getting through it like by going to the gym and just trying to exercise as much as I can and work it out to build my muscle back.
To be honest, it's like a very deep question, I don't really know, but I would have to say that the death of my grandfather for me was like very hard. It was a very hard time, but with the help of my parents or my friends, I like get to it.
I guess being on my own, like living on my own, I guess, been the biggest obstacle. Or growing up on my own, as I could say. So it would be like, I guess that would be it.
How old are you?
About 18.
And how long have you been on your own for?
Since I was 13. Yeah.
How did you get through it? How do you get through it?
Well, I always knew there was, you know, it was always, like, people say it's not always greener on the other side, but I knew it had to be for me. So I know how to get there.